My name is Ariella. I am a lifestyle family photographer, and I'm a mother of two little girls. And I'm here tonight to tell and share with you what Contornos, in English, contours, is. Um, it's before I start. This is crazy being here, speaking in English, not my native language, but my husband's language because I married an American man. It's not a place that I'm comfortable at, but I couldn't say no to Deborah's request. This person who taught me and changed so much in my life as a woman. So, Contornos was born through my experience photographing my mother-in-law. She was about to turn 70 years old, and I was in California, where she lives right now, with her mother. She's taking care of her mother, and I was studying within photography light and shadow, which I think we all have inside of us. And she was just passing by me, and I told her, just had a click, hey Amy, do you want me to take some pictures of you? And she said, oh no, I'm not ready, I'm too fat. And I said, no, it's not about being ready, it's just, I don't know, I just felt like I needed to tell her, hey, do you want me to photograph you? Because she always kept saying, when you have a chance, can you take some pictures of me? And I said, yeah, sure, but I never did. So she was beautiful, as she always has been, and she is, as I mentioned, she was about to turn 70 years old.
Wow,
So beautiful. A very rigid woman, she went through a very ugly and hard divorce, and became a single mother, and I believe never had a chance. I know just being with her, that being a single mother, trying to raise the kids, being present, she never had a chance to look at herself. And while I was photographing her, I was like trying to guide her through smile and this rigidness. What's the word?
Rigidness.
Yeah. We didn't allow her just to be who she is. We didn't allow her to touch herself. And it was really hard for me to guide her through the session. I'm gonna call photo session. And I was just feeling like a pain, but at the same time a voice telling me, keep doing, don't give up, don't give up. So while I was photographing her, I was guiding her and telling her, just close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out. The sun is right behind you. And just feel the sun. And then suddenly and then I told her, you can sit down, because I felt like she needed to be grounded, So I was like, put your hands on the floor, feel this energy, just trying to guide her and break the cold, the ice. And then she started to cry. And this is the picture here where she starts to cry, and I ask her, are you okay? What's going on? And she says to me, thank you so much for taking the time and looking at me. And that was really powerful to hear that, because I'm a woman and I have two little girls, and I kept thinking, Amy is almost 70 years old and never had the chance to really look at herself and face who she is. This enormous, gigantic woman who handled so much, and I was like, I see so much beauty and power. So, she cried. It was really emotional, really, really touching for me. I was like, what's going on? I keep feeling this crazy energy. And then I gave her the photos. I sent it to her, and she goes to me, thank you. Every time I get lost of myself, I go back to the pictures to remember who I am. So I came back, and I was like, I need to do something, about this. I cannot just stop here. Maybe there is a call, and I need to experience this more. And I came back home. Jade is a very good friend of mine. She had an unexpected pregnancy. It was really hard for her to see her body expanding and changing. And throughout this 1 year, within giving birth and raising this child, and she would refuse to buy one size bigger, like pants or clothes. She used to tell me, I refuse. I want to go back to who I am, who I was. And I was like, I don't want to hurt you, but after you expand once, you never go back to the old body. You have to embrace and love this body. So I told her, why don't we just go to the beach, just the two of us? I really need you to call the help that she has. Tell Maria that you need a 2-hour time for yourself. Leave the baby. Let's go to the beach, just you and me. I'll help you to find some clothes that you can feel comfortable, that they can fit this new body. And we just had so much fun.
Oh my God, I love it. You captured all the emotion.
We had so much fun. I was like, the same way, I feel like Contornos for me is what I've learned through my journey with Deborah, teaching me how to honor my body. And I was like, I need to do something for this woman, that they will cross my path. So after Jade, I was telling Sabrina about this project, how involved I was, and explaining that Contornos is for someone that, you don't need to put crazy makeup, you just need to be who you are. I don't want you to come and worry about being filled with makeup and not being yourself. So Sabrina is not a mother yet, but she tried to fit what society always told us, that the attractive, what's beautiful is the thin body, straight hair, and no curves, especially for us Brazilians. Beauty and all this craziness about being, perfect, it really affected us as a woman growing up. So she went through that, and she decided to put a breast implant just to fit in the society, to please, the girlfriends. And after, I think it was 7 months, the breast implant refused her body. I don't know if that's the right word, but she rejected. Thank you. She needed to literally remove one breast implant and leave just with one for a few months. So all this necessity of feeding in this crazy society that tells you this is what beauty is really hurt her. And when I was telling her about the project, she goes, I really want to see myself in this place with my body transformed after coming to United States, you know, getting some weight, and this is how I am. And this girl, she had a blast. Like, she wanted to be naked. And I was like, Sabrina, I never photographed a naked woman. She goes, wait. She was dressing this cover here. She goes, I'm gonna go close to the tree and I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, and you start to click. I'm like, Sabrina. And then she turned, she turned back. She had the rope. She literally put it down, and I was like, holy shit, what am I doing? Do I photograph you? Do I admire this big ass, beautiful ass? And we were just enjoying, and she was like, I don't know what happened here. There is a crazy energy, and I want to thank you so much for just allowing me to be who I am. And that's the story.
You captured her smile there.
She,
her joy.
yeah, the joy, and that she is exactly,
She
is a free spirit, it was really, really touching for me because she's just, she's not a mother yet. She didn't go through the process of, expanding the body in a different way, but she suffered a lot with society, just telling her what's beautiful. And then after that, I was like, this is a project. I was like, I need to name this thing that's going on, and I called a project, called Deborah, called Aninha, our very good friend. And other women came and experienced what Contornos is. Camila is the other one. She's a very good friend of mine. Not open, I wouldn't say not open, but when I tell her about cyclicity and, period, it doesn't click. So I was like, I need to photograph her and put her in this experience of just being out there, like showing some parts of your body. As you can see, it's different. Like she wasn't. This is beautiful, but I felt like she wasn't really enjoying, and I just had a call that I needed to change the scenario, and I said to her, why don't you put the best outfit that you can see yourself and look yourself and be comfortable, and we'll continue the photo shoot. And Kelly, can you please?
Wow. Wow.
So I just wanted to share this with you because sometimes the bikini or the bathing suit or showing your body doesn't connect, and Contornos isn't about showing. It's about you looking at yourself and enjoying who you are, however you want to be. Like with clothes or with no clothes. And you can see like the face, the expression changed completely. And that's why I put this slide here to share with you guys.
It's beautiful. Very well said.
There is no other way to talk about Contornos and not talk about cyclicity. And that is the whole, the how Deborah changed, you know, and played this big picture in my life about understanding our uterus and connecting to the most powerful gift, energy, whatever you guys connect with that inside of us. And of course, understanding the cyclicity, and that we're not, help me, we're cyclical, right? We're not linear.
Yes.
And when I understood that, it made so much sense, and I was able to really respect my body. And for me to learn this and pass this message to all these women that they are coming to me, it's really it's a gift, because not everyone knows that the most powerful thing is inside of us, our uterus. And go back, please, Karen. So this is the message that when I was putting Contornos together, I wrote, when we live in autopilot superficially, we suppress our intuition, and this only pushes us away from our true selves. So when we are not connected to who we really are and respect all the phases of our body, we live in this superficial world that all the voices that comes to us, it makes more sense than our inside voice. And here is my question for you guys. How do you relate to your contornos? How do you face it? It's not easy to be in this place in front of the camera and knowing that you're gonna get the raw image of yourself without no photoshops, no filters. And I think we are living in a society that people are getting sick and crazy trying to be the person that they see on their internet and forgetting about themselves. After this, all like photographing all these women, I was like, how am I gonna tell how it is to be in front of the camera if I'm not in front of the camera?
Nice.
I never thought I would photograph myself. This body was me at 6 months after I gave birth to my second child.
Okay, I'm gonna cry. You would never know that. You're beautiful.
And it was really, really not a hard, but it was hard to face my body, you know, this girl who was always called magrela, which is like thin, hey thin girl, because I never had any shape. I was just a flat, and seeing my body with, you know, the cellulite. I don't think we can see that well here because it's the projector, but you know, my body had a lot of shapes and forms.
Contours.
And believe it or not, I put the timer on and I went in the back of my backyard and I literally enjoyed the sun and the shadow of my tree. In spring, it's just beautiful to look at. I literally love this tree in my backyard. And when I was getting the images and looking through them, all I saw was my mom's body. And I see that I have so much of my ancestors. You know, that picture, the black and white picture, it's literally the picture that I used to see my mom wearing the hot pan, whatever this is called, back in the whatever year, in carnival with this crazy thing on her head, having fun. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is my mom.
Mm.
This is my mom, and how much of them I have inside of me. You know, not just inside, but genetically. And it was another moment of me honoring all those women that they came after, before me.
Yes.
And the one that will come after.
And my girls that I will in the future can tell them these stories. Next.
Oh wow.
Ana Helena Villanova is a person who first introduced me to Deborah. It's a crazy story. We're from Brazil. One time she said to me, oh, I have a good friend. She lives in New Jersey. You should meet her. And I go, yeah, sure. Give me her contact. Never saw this girlfriend. Years passed. I got pregnant with my first daughter. Needed to do a process. And one of my friend here in the States told me, you need to find a doula. What's the short story?
Yeah.
They know. Okay. I am talking to this doula, right? And she goes, yeah, I'm from Rio Preto. I'm from BDO. Oh, wait a minute. Are you Aninha's friend? She goes, yeah. I'm like, holy shit. I can't believe you are the friend. So Aninha is a really important person to me and Deborah. She has been with me in so many projects and encouraging me to just follow my path. And she wrote a beautiful, writing?
Yes, all right.
And I wanted to share with you guys. This is in Portuguese, but we translate it to English. The baby comes out and the belly stays. Within the memories of a body that has transformed, womb that expanded and a world that opened up. Even so, the world asks women to return to their previous body, previous performance, and previous sex life. The question remains, go back to where? When we expand, new spaces are created and old ones are lost. Spaces change and gain a new look. It no longer makes sense to fit into light clothes. Tight. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Where am I?
It takes a while.
It takes a while to fit into the new outfit. The time of each one unique and non-transferable. Even so, the world rushes the woman. There are 9 months of pregnancy, and it will be at least another 2 years of mother-baby connection. But the automatism of life is in a hurry for the woman to return to work, to the routine of the house, and to the old body. Double, triple, and quadruple journey for many. It is cruel. Internally, the feminine nature asks for time to close the bonds that open, to incorporate a new narrative, to assume new spaces, and to feed the internal ground for new creations. The world is thirsty of the woman who does not exist. The woman is thirsty to free herself, and the baby is hungry for a mother. The math doesn't add up. And I added this writing because what I really felt that it wasn't just for that woman that gave birth, and it was completely changed inside. This is for all the single women that they need to fit the crazy society that they tell us you have to work, you have to be the best, you have to be pretty, you have to look amazing, you have to have the best sex life. So the math doesn't
Add up.
add up for all of us. And this is what Contornos is. Contornos is for you, woman, who are pursuing to see yourself in a holistic and profound way. It is for the woman that goes through different process and transformation and sees her body taking unexpected and intangible contours. Next. It's an opportunity to deconstruct herself, break patterns, detach strings, unload weights, personal and social demands, and expectations. It's a tool to help you look at yourself in a more affectionate, empathetic, kind, and gentle way. It's a symbolic way to ritualize moments of big steps and growth, symbolizing the re-encounter of our power and our inner self. Contours is for you who wants to see yourself through a less demanding lens, accepting everything that your body has been through and bringing you to where you are. And I, with my availability, love, and dedication to photograph, make myself available to show you something about yourself that you cannot yet see. This is the page, the Contornos page, and most of them are in Portuguese because part of the process, before they get the images, I send them a questionnaire, and I just invite them to write how do they feel, how do they felt, how was the feeling of getting this raw image of themselves. And I believe the writing is a process of cure when we put everything that it's inside out there for the world. So every little image has a piece of their saying how was this fight, facing who they are. Thank you. Guys, speaking another
You did
language.
so beautifully.
You did amazing.
Sorry the word. Fucking crazy. But I did it. Mission accomplished.